breeding grounds for coronavirus.
And it's really hard to control kids in that environment. The parents can have the best of intentions, but controlling a 3 or 4 year old and instructing them not to get near other people is a real challenge.
Yeah. But active play is vital to kids' health. The American Academy of Pediatrics says kids aged 3 to 5 should get 3 hours every day, and kids 6 to 17 get at least 1 hour.
There are so many parts of their bodies and brains and social skills and emotional skills that develop from free play and playing with other kids and moving their bodies and developing skills. And it just makes me so sad that they don't have that access.
Dr. Jamie Friedman with Children's Primary Care Medical Group says it may be safe for small, regulated groups of kids and parents to use outdoor playgrounds as long as they wipe surfaces and enforce distancing.
The important thing is that they need to make sure they're washing their hands, not touching their face, and if other kids show up or other families show up, then you probably want to, get out of there.
But right now, that's forbidden, even if some people break this caution tape to break the rules. And nobody really knows when those rules will change. We asked the county. They told us to look at the state guidelines for reopening. So we poured through hundreds of pages of documents. The word playground is only mentioned twice. Once under guidance for campsites, which says their playgrounds must remain closed. The other in the new tier system, where it says family recreation centers are allowed to reopen indoor playgrounds at 50% capacity once the county reaches the yellow or least restrictive tier.
The only way to control this is a community-wide effort to follow the guidelines, which are basically wearing a mask and staying away from other people. And if we do that, we're going to win this battle.
There's also a mental health issue, with experts saying kids need outdoor play to help avoid anxiety, depression, and negative feelings. Rady child psychologist Brent Crandall says it's up to parents to get creative with play and find other outdoor options.
We can take advantage of all the spaces near playgrounds seem to be open. The public spaces there. There's like hiking trails. There's the beaches. There's a lot of outdoor areas that take advantage of.
Still, some advocates argue outdoor playgrounds are safer than indoor classrooms or dining, both of which are allowed right now. Dr. Sawyer says that's exactly why playgrounds should stay closed to limit opportunities for community spread.
Because there are so many children in such close quarters. We don't need to add to that by opening playgrounds at the same time.
Meanwhile, political pressure is mounting for Governor Newsom to create a plan to reopen playgrounds. This week, nearly 24 California lawmakers sent him a letter asking for clear guidelines on reopening. San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer also tweeted his support for that idea. In San Diego, Jared Aarons, ABC 10 News.
And more on that. Officials from the San Diego City Parks and Rec Department did not comment for this story. But again, we reached out to the mayor's office, which told us Mayor Faulconer does want to see a specific plan in place to get those playgrounds back open. Now, if you have a story or question that needs an in-depth look, we would love to hear from you. Just email us at tips@10news.com. We have an update on the phase 3 vaccine trial that started here in San Diego back in July. The company Moderna says they may meet that November mark to release their coronavirus vaccine. Now, that prediction has been met with skepticism from other trial doctors, but Moderna says they were able to start the trial sooner than expected because high infection rates around the testing sites gave them plenty of volunteers. The company president telling GMA overnight that it's important for them to be transparent and gain the trust of people.
The only way we're going to be able to stop this pandemic is if hundreds of millions of people have faith in that data, have faith in their public health leaders, and ultimately are willing to get that vaccine to help stop the spread of the virus.
Moderna says they will have an independent committee review their vaccine before it goes to FDA for approval. Jim?
Virginia, thank you very much. And let's get right out to Megan Perry. Megan, it's really nice to see the skies looking clearer without all that smoke.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to continue to get better into the weekend. As I was just saying that the air quality has dropped to moderate. And Thomas, our loyal viewer in the morning, actually sent us his air quality report that he has at his station at his house. It's still unhealthy for sensitive groups. Again, that's in Warner Springs, but that's much better than the very unhealthy it has been at. So as you're getting out and walking your dogs this morning, I would definitely suggest to go for the longer walk early in the day, especially if you lived inland, because by about 11 a.m., we're going to see 90s with mid-90s by noon and some triple digits by this afternoon. In fact, that hour-by-hour inland forecast by about 10 a.m. already at 93 degrees. We'll top off about 199 in Escondido and in Fallbrook, but into the triple digits in Poway and in El Cajon, also in Santee and Ramona. If you're looking for a cooler place, La Jolla and Mission Beach will be the coolest spots in the county. Jim?
Megan, thank you very much. The Bobcat fire getting dangerously close to the historic Mount Wilson Observatory. The new images showing just how near those flames are. After weeks in limbo, nursing students at Cal State San Marcos getting some hands-on experience how they are helping during the pandemic while also hitting the requirements they need to graduate.
I wanted to help the people who lost their house.
Too cute. Now that little guy will get his chance to help those who lost everything in the Valley Fire. He'll be handing over his donation during a special ceremony today.